Yeah, Fox 2's Dave Kinchin joins us live from the Ford, Michigan assembly plant in Wayne to explain. Dave.
Yeah, you know, I got to tell you, it's a bit of a party atmosphere out here. You can see kind of behind me, there's a big dance floor, a guy dressed up in like a multicolored lighted robot here. So people are all fired up, and maybe there's a reason for that. Ford says, well, really, the union says they're making progress with Ford. Let me just hold up the whiteboard. We'll show you kind of what's going on here. We can kind of zoom back into this here. Day 8 of this strike, here's what we know. Ford says that some tiers are gone. They're trying to get rid of that tier system they say is unfair. Some tiers have been eliminated in the talks right now. Also, cost of living adjustments, those have been restored, we're told by the union and President Shawn Fain. Profit sharing also looking good, according to the UAW president. But things are different for GM and Stellantis. That's where the UAW expanded that strike. GM and Stellantis, 5,500 workers at 38 facilities will be going on strike in 20 states, and that's really dealing with the part service centers or the part distribution centers. And here's how it's going to affect the average driver. Strike day 8.
We're standing strong, going to keep standing strong.
And there's a bit more optimism amongst the rank and file picketing outside Ford, Michigan Assembly in Wayne, amid word union bosses and Blue Oval execs have made progress on talks for a new contract.
Yeah, there seems to be some good progress. We're all hopeful that it's going to be a good change for everybody.
I'm encouraged that they're standing strong and looking forward to the rest of the union standing strong, and we'd like to see what they're offering.
The progress spares Ford any additional strike targets, at least for the time being. However, the stalemate continues for the other big 3 members. More than 5,500 UAW workers at 38 locations will now leave the job at GM and Stellantis parts distribution centers in 20 states. Labor and auto bosses still nowhere near a deal.
This affects not so much new cars, but it affects consumers and dealers.
Alan Amici is the president and CEO of the Center for Automotive Research. He explains the direct impact of the expanded strike on the everyday driver.
When consumers need to bring in their car for a repair or a recall, these parts may not be available. And so, it's going to create quite a bit of pressure on the automakers to settle the strike from the consumer point of view.
That was the point. Yep. Like I said, we got to stand strong, and if we have to systematically shut them down, so be it.
Meantime, Stellantis hit back at the UAW's claims of bad faith deal-making over cost of living adjustments, profit sharing, and job security, saying Stellantis presented a very competitive offer to the union and never got a response.
I hope we get this settled. This is unsettling for employees on strike because of the lost revenue. This is unsettling for the automakers because it's lost revenue. It's unsettling for the local economies that are affected in these areas. People aren't going out to lunch. They tighten the belt a little bit. So there's a lot of money that's lost in this.
Economists say there's quite a bit of money taken out of the economy every day that this strike goes on. We talked to one economist at Wayne State University yesterday who said if this strike goes to about a month-long period of picketing, that there could be 150,000 jobs lost in Michigan alone, not just automotive jobs, but you're talking about the ripple effect, suppliers, distribution, dealership, and then everyday jobs, because a lot of spending will be taken out of the economy. So that's the situation now. Reporting live in Wayne, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Dave, thanks for laying that out for us. Now, in addition to what we're seeing people partying back there, has anyone from Ford had any conversations with any of their union brothers and sisters from GM or Stellantis to say, hey, hang in there, things are looking good for us, they can look good for you too?
If so, a lot of that's really behind the scenes. We did reach out to Ford Motor Company corporate communications. They've been trying to, there's a lot of the communications really been through back channeling and through the union vice presidents as well. But certainly just going through the slideshow that President Fain of the UAW laid out earlier today, really this morning, late this morning, it does seem like they got a lot more progress done than originally thought, but they're still quite a bit far apart on that double-digit percentage as it relates to wages. So still a ways to go.